Today we're going to pull up the existing floor, which in this case is vinyl. We're going to pull out the toilet so that we can tile around it properly, but we are going to leave the sink in. This one is pretty much stationary. You don't want to move it. It's just more work than it's worth, so we're going to leave that in. Underneath this is a concrete floor, which is also called a subfloor. Now, the difference between the two, you have your floor, which generally, if you're up any of the steps, is the floor you can't see. And then on top of that, you have what's called your subfloor. And that's the floor that makes that floor more sturdy. It's usually plywood, or in some cases a backer board, like a concrete board. And we'll be talking about those at another time, but we will get to them. In this case, though, we're just going to use a concrete subfloor, which is actually the perfect kind of subfloor. It's very solid, usually very flat and level. It's just pretty much ready to go. We will show you what to do if we do run into some problems, some dips and dives and some mountains and whatnot. But we're going to start by pulling up the floor, and we'll also start by pulling up the baseboard. And that's pretty simple stuff. We're going to be doing a tile baseboard, and I'll show you how to do that later on. And it really adds to the room, makes it a lot nicer, and you don't have this wood look. It's just it finishes off really nicely. But we'll start by you can use either a pry bar, screwdriver, and in some cases you'll need a knife because there may be caulking around and you'll have to cut around it. But we'll start just by doing a piece of baseboard. I'll just do a piece, show you how to do it, and then we'll shut it off, we'll finish it up, and then come back to it. Okay, so we'll start with the baseboard. So in this case, I'm going to use my pry bar, but if you don't have one, a flat screwdriver works just as well. So start at the end, you pry it out. Sometimes it's more difficult. Try to be careful not to break your wall. And it will come eventually, I promise. It's just sometimes more difficult than others. There it goes. So we just go down, continue down the wall. Now if this wall is not a wood wall, if it's made of drywall, what you want to do is take a piece of wood. Actually, I don't have one on me, but pretend this is the piece of wood. You take the piece of wood, put it behind, and then pry out with that. That way you won't get an indent from your pry bar. So that helps protect your drywall. Okay, so now we got all the baseboards off. I do want to show you something that, as I was taking them off, I realized I forgot to tell you. As you pull the baseboards off, sometimes there'll be nails left in there. Most of them will come with the baseboard, sometimes they'll be left in the wall. So there are two here that I want to show you two different ways to do this. One way is use the groove joint pliers, and you want to, I don't know if you can see the nail, it's pretty hard to see way down here, but you want to clamp onto it with the groove pliers, and all you do is you just basically pry back. And as you pry back, the nail just pops out. I personally like this way the best. The other way is if you don't have these, you can use a hammer to get, oh, in this case we're a little too tight. There's the other reason why I don't actually like the hammer. But you would get the hammer, just hook it in, and pry it out like any other nail. So I just wanted to show you that to make sure you understood what to do, because you do want all the nails out of the wall. Okay, so now that we have all the baseboard off and all the nails out, we want to pull up the flooring here. So what we do is we'll get our trusty pry bar or flathead screwdriver, whichever works the best. And you want to start on the outside, obviously, and you just grab it and peel. Now in this case, there is some glue down here, but it should generally be easy to pull up. Sometimes there's glue, a bit of glue, sometimes there's no glue. And once you reach places like here, you have caulking, you'll need to grab your knife, and you'll want to cut all the caulking away. If you just try and pull, sometimes you can run into problems. You can strain yourself or pull things off you don't want to. So always cut the caulking off before you get at it. Basically, you just peel away. And you just do that for the rest of the room, pull it up. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll come back and show you what to do next.